you think he really thinks folks like Kash Patel and Peter Hegseth are going to be actually confirmed?
No.
Are we putting these people up? Okay, then I don't need to even ask me further. I'm just going to kick it to you. Go for it.
I mean, those people, look, there's this famous story that when Martin Scorsese was making the film Casino, very underrated movie, as 3-hour Scorsese crime films go. There's the scene where Joe Pesci throws a guy's head in a vice and tightens the vice until the man's eyeball pops out. And when it came time to go before the ratings board, the head in a vice eyeball scene was a major point of contention. And it threatened to get the movie an NC-17 rating. And Scorsese kept fighting them on it. And he kept that one shot in and kept going back time and time again to fight to keep for his one head in a vice with the eyeball popping out shot from the movie. So in the end, when Scorsese finally gave in and let them cut out that one shot, all the other 3 hours of violence and brutal language were all safely included in the film because that one shot had drawn all the fire away.
Listen to me, Anthony. I got your head in a f***ing vice.
So Donald Trump
I think I see your metaphor here. I think I see where you're headed.
Yeah, he knows he can. He knows it's not going to hurt him in the long run. And he knows that if they go down in flames, the Hegseths, the Gateses, probably the RFKs and the Tulsis and the Cashes, they are there to distract from the petrochemical guys, the evil billionaires, the pardoned donor criminals,
the puppy shooter. I mean, we're not even talking about Gravel Pit McGee here.
Yeah.
Who apparently, is going to get away scot-free from a shotgun shell to a puppy's face because
lying about meeting Kim Jong-un in a memoir, lying in a published book about having a meeting with Kim Jong-un, and they're going to make her our face to the UN. So the rest of the world knows day one that they can't believe anything. This government.
And Elise Stefanik, she was repeating the Great Replacement theory right before that gentleman drove up to Buffalo and committed that mass murder of black shoppers in a market.
Yeah. He's not qualified to hold elective office under Section 14. She engaged in insurrection to overthrow the government. She is as unqualified to hold public office as Donald Trump is.
Where do you come down on? Because I agree with you, obviously, 100%. And you just brought up something that I wasn't going to. Oh, thank you for my Gravel Pit McGee. I'm going to be saying that a lot.
I could talk about this DEI cabinet all day.
Well,
by DEI, I mean, dishonest, extremist, and inexperienced. That's this cabinet. But
I think I'm going to make like a chart, X and Y axis, be like committed sexual assault, stole money from their company, shared secrets with the enemy, whatever, and see how many boxes each of them checks.
That's the whole cabinet. It's hacks, quacks, and a sex pest nest. I mean, on rape culture alone, you got Elon, you got Trump himself, you got Matt Gaetz, you sure do got Pete Hegseth. Gentlemen, no matter how low you sink in your life,
RFK Jr. too.
If your mother hasn't written you a letter like Pete Hegseth's mother has written, you can still sink lower, gentlemen. There's a lot farther to go. And all of these, I mean, RFK. We'll hear the rest of them. There'll be more coming out too.
Right, with the babysitter with him. I mean, again, I think, as I said, I think the most difficult aspect for Tulsi Gabbard, she may not be able to get on there, is because she hasn't committed sexual assault that we know of. If she would assault somebody right now, I think her chances would go up of the Trump people really getting behind her and supporting her.
And it's going to be interesting. You hear people saying, well, Tulsi was liberal for all these years. Tulsi's not. I don't know how she gets approved. His labor secretary supports the PRO Act. I guarantee you she does not support the PRO Act anymore. I guarantee you these Republican senators will not confirm a labor secretary who has ever supported the PRO Act.